All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us here today at Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory in Hillerich, Bradsby. Home of the Louisville Slugger. I'm Rick Redmond, the Vice President of Corporate Communications. And we're really excited to be here today to make an announcement about something that's really special. It's going to create something really unique here in Louisville, and will be great for baseball coaches and softball coaches and youth baseball and softball players. And with that, I want to turn it over to Aaron Flaker from the Jam Brands to talk about the concept, because they're the ones who came to us with this idea, and we said, wow, we've got to be part of that. So, Aaron?
Thank you, Rick. First of all, I'm Aaron Flaker, President, co-owner, founder, co-founder of the Jam Brands right here in Louisville, Kentucky. And this idea actually culminated on a Southwest flight about a month or two ago. And when we first came up with the idea, it was based around educating young coaches of both softball and baseball. That was the original concept. And when we were putting the idea together, being that we're from Louisville, Kentucky, everybody here knows that you're only as good as your team. And when we started putting this team together to think, okay, who do we need to really do this and do it big time? We listed our players. And our players, right off the bat, we were one company. There was one company on our list to get involved in this, and that was Louisville Slugger. There wasn't anybody else besides them. Obviously, with their Louisville heritage background, being family-owned, and right here, the name Louisville Slugger, and what that means to softball and baseball. There wasn't a better fit than Louisville Slugger. We weren't going to stop until they said yes. And we approached Rick Redmond and John Hillerich, family members from Louisville Slugger H&B, and I wish he could have been here today, because he was definitely a big part of this, putting this together and believing in us and making sure that this event is going to be top-notch. And we're in the business of producing and directing events. We do that for youth, ages 4 all the way up through collegiate kids across the country already in other sports. We've done coaches education things across the country. This is just another piece of business for us, a new direction for us. We're moving into some more sports angles, and baseball was a great start for us because that's where I come from. I actually grew up playing baseball right here at Beachmont, the local youth sports place here in Louisville, and played for Louisville Middle High School, and actually had a Division I scholarship to play baseball in Western Kentucky. Ended up back at U of L, but now that I have 2 little boys, I've been launched back into the game of baseball that I've missed so dearly for 15, 20 years. Getting back into it as a coach myself of both rec and travel ball teams, where this came from was that I realized that I've been away from the game for a while. So anytime you step away from anything for a while, even just a few months with the way this world moves, you've got to re-educate yourself. You have to stay current. And being away from the game for 15, 20 years, that definitely said to me, for me to be good at teaching these kids, I need to get educated. So I began to look for that education. And believe it or not, it didn't exist, especially in this region. You could travel up to the Northeast or maybe out west, depending on whether you're talking about baseball or softball. But you had to travel quite a ways to find something like this. And I said, well, that's crazy. So our company went to work to create the idea, presented them to Louisville Slugger H&B, got them on board. We're super excited about their involvement because they are the brand and label that will help push this thing forward and make it bigger and better as we grow through the next few years. Louisville Slugger looked at us and we said, we're going to pull this off in 3 months. And now we're down to 2 months. And they said, are you crazy? And we said, no, we can do this. So we didn't want to wait 14 months to have our first ever event. We realized that, having only 2 months to promote this thing, that could affect our attendance some. But we're just excited to get it off the ground, and we know we'll be able to get it off the ground successfully in year 1. And like I said, you're only as good as your team, and you can see some of these people standing here beside me, our presenters and speakers at an event like this. You've got to have great presenters and speakers, and I just have a few of them here today, and I'll introduce them in a second. But without these people standing here to commit and say, yes, I will be a part of this, and yes, we'll help make this a success, we wouldn't have success this year, I can guarantee you that. So we're excited to have some of these great speakers on board, and also our other player in this is the Louisville Sports Commission. We approached them right after Louisville Slugger H&B and said, guys, we need you to be a part of this. We need the Louisville Sports Commission because our goal is to keep this event right here in the city of Louisville. We don't ever want to move this event. Being Louisvillians ourselves, being 2 local companies behind it, our goal is to keep this event in Louisville and grow it into several thousand coaches and players, athletes and athlete family members over the next several years. And it will take us some time, we understand that, but with Louisville Sports Commission as a partner, and Louisville Slugger H&D, and every year having great speakers like these people right here, we are destined for success, I can guarantee you that. Just a couple quick notes. The event is January 28th and 29th, 2011. That's less than 2 months away. That's on a Friday, Saturday. It'll be held right here in downtown Louisville. It'll be held in the Kentucky International Convention Center. We have 3 host hotels, all of which are right here in Louisville. Our primary hotel will be the Downtown Marriott Hotel, which is attached to the convention centers, which will enhance the experience for our guests. A lot of the social activities, they're all going to take place right here in Louisville. We're going to have free tours. Every person that registers for the conference will get a free tour of the Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory, which we know is a great benefit to being an attendee and something that they may not get at other educational experiences. Louisville Slugger Field is going to be a part of our entertainment, 4th Street Live, and all the other great things that Louisville has to offer. And obviously we have lots of great softball and baseball venues like Jim Patterson Stadium. We got Ulmer Stadium and lots of other great things. And obviously, as I said, Louisville Slugger Field. There's great venues for people when they do come from out of town to go see what a top-notch college softball facility and top-notch college baseball facility looks like and feels like. And we know that hopefully that our goal is to enhance those programs as well. We want the Louisville programs from rec to travel teams to high school programs all the way to the collegiate level. Over time, we know we'll benefit from a great event like this. The target audience for this is coaches, athletes, and even parents of athletes. Those 3 markets. The coaches can be anything from youth rec ball to travel ball, middle school coaches, high school coaches, as well as it could be even a small college coach, small like Division III or NAI coach can even come to this. Athletes, we started that at high school and older, so high school or collegiate athletes are welcome to attend this, and then we're going to have some great role models like former major leaguers and current minor league players that are trying to make it to the bigs that will be there for athletes like you're going to meet here shortly. And then the parents of athletes. So in baseball and softball, mom and dad, they tend to get involved in the game. Well, why not come here and learn and get yourself educated so that when you're not with your coach, the parent at home can actually help educate the kid on the proper ways to, whether it be fielding or hitting or mechanics, you can come to this event and learn some of that stuff. So the event is national in focus. Obviously, at the beginning, it's going to be local and regional that's going to support the event. We understand that. But our goal is to attract people from every state at some point, and we know that in time, once people see how great BaseballCON and SoftballCON is, and having the Louisville Slugger name attached to it, we realize that that's going to be something that will make this a national event in the future. I'll come back at the end and talk about our contact information, but now I'd like to bring up from the Louisville Sports Commission, Carl Schmidt.